In 1943, Dr. Mayo was serving as an Army physician in the Southern Pacific. And there was this guy named Corporal Willie Williams. And Corporal Williams had served on New Guinea for 2 years with his platoon. And in that period of time, he met and found this little terrier, 4-pound terrier, they named him Smokey. They tried to talk to the dog in Japanese. They tried to do a lot of things to figure out if the dog was owned by anybody, right? They're on this island. These guys are on this island. They run into this dog. Dog was incredibly smart. The dog ultimately learned how to do a lot of things for the platoon. It could go and retrieve things for across the line. It spent all its time, and then Corporal Williams got injured. And he really struggled recovering. And a bunch of his platoon mates said to Dr. Mayo, who was his doctor, hey, why don't we bring this dog Smokey that Willie found into the hospital, and let's see if that helps him. And amazingly, right, it cheered him up. But what was even more amazing was Willie didn't stop there. For the next 12 years, well, for that first 3 months, Dr. Mayo took Smokey on rounds with him, room to patients. For the next 12 years, Corporal Williams then took Smokey out. You can look this up, Smokey the dog. There's a bunch of websites about it. Took it around. It was really the first therapy dog that was used in hospitals. And he taught the dog to do all kinds of tricks. I think it holds like 1 or 2 world records for walking on its back feet. But we go from hospital to hospital, and Veterans Administration paid for him to go out and do this, and he became kind of the first spokesperson of using a therapy dog, and the Mayo Clinic is a big advocate of therapy dogs. I mentioned a therapist, so the father of modern psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud had a dog named Joffe. This is a Chow Chow, that's Sigmund with Chow Chow, Joffe. Freud actually, my wife told me this, I didn't know this, so you know why people lay down on a couch for psychotherapy and Freudian psychotherapy? It wasn't for your benefit, it was because he didn't want you to look at him. So he wanted you to lay on the couch and look the other way because he had all this anxiousness about the process he was doing. So when he started to bring his dog in, it wasn't for the patients, it was for him. He would bring his dog in to help him calm himself down. And then I love this last one, Florence Nightingale, who we all have heard of. I look at this picture and I think, wow, are we lucky? Can you imagine having a catastrophic illness in that time period? And to be in a room full of burning torches and laying on a bunch of straw and having people put leeches on you and cut you open and try to figure out what's wrong with you because they didn't know. And so she wrote a bunch of notes about her experiences, and one of the experiences that she talked about frequently was whenever we brought a dog in or there was a dog in the room, we saw that there was a calmness amongst the people that we didn't have without the dog there. I mean, these are great, great examples of people a long time ago figuring out what we know now.